since our population is growing, let's get a couple more like woodcutters. I'm gonna. Oh, that little. Oh, I see. It's actually a little piece of road, so we'll order them to remove that road. And when that's removed, I can put a woodcutter and stockpile in a house. Go ahead and put the house. Might as well. And a little stockpile. Oh, okay, good. See, they're getting work done. It's just we don't have much food saved up either. I wish we had like a good stockpile from our non-starving time, so it could hold off the starving times a bit longer. Because at the rate we're going with builders and stuff, I think we might be able to get enough hunters and gatherers in. Let's go up, and I think I need to crank this up. No, because it should be divisible by 4. This one. So, more food the better. Because if we can get all of these built before the starvation kicks in, I think it'll be enough to reach 300. We're actually getting closer and closer. So I almost want to race for it, but I know that we're... Yeah, see, it's already outpacing us, so... Because all we have to do is get that 300 mark, then we can start trading, and trading does a really... quite a handy job of dealing with any of the crazy nonsense. I'm going to leave this one paused. I'm going to actually order them to build one over here, because that's actually a decent spot. And we'll just have like a road going. Kind of like that. That's good. Oh, yeah, it looks like we hit some starvation already. I'm wondering, though, that was a builder that starved. It might not be that they're out of food. It might be that that was a, Where are you, road? Okay. Kind of want you to be... Yeah, that's actually a really solid location, so... We'll put that in. And can I get any more gatherers yet? Not quite. They're still building the gathering hut. That builder might have starved, not because his house ran out of food, but because he had to walk too far to build a building. Okay, now they are starting to run a little bit low. If we get this gather build, that'll help a lot, though. I'm going to crank this up to the suggested amount. Still working on gathering up all this stone and stuff, but... And yeah, you see, we've chewed into our stone supply. Looks like we're hitting the starvation point. I'm not gonna queue up the gathering there just yet. Let's see if we can just push through and get this gather built. Because if we can do that, I think we'll be in position so that after all the starvation has passed, we'll have enough gathering filled in that they can just really just get ahead on things, because it's almost like a little bit of a race, like, oh, we got close. I think we're at 270 something population. Oh, only 220. Well, we already had a bunch of starvation. Yeah, and now, see, we got higher and higher every time. It's like step function. Well, actually, it's exactly like a step function. So, I know if we could get the tool situation under control, it would really help with this crisis, but we can't. My hope is that we'll get through. Let's see, how bad are we behind this time around? Really not so bad. So, yeah, literally, like, what happens is, oh, nomads. I don't think it's a good time to admit them. It'll probably be like 22 of them, too. 20, yeah, sorry. if we get to the point where we're at like 280, and you know it's like, hey, 20 nomads want to join the cause, by all means, I'll invite them in because that will, you know, that would close the gap. I'm tempted to just crank up the foresters a bit, just while we have them. You know, get a lot of log production going. Because there's gonna be some starvation, but see, I'm just kind of, you know, I'm working on things. So let's see, hunting lodge, I believe. Let's double check. Forester, storage, gather. Let's get a hunting lodge. And then we'll add buildings or houses, hoozles. My hope is that, like, now with all these extra gatherer huts and stuff in, the next time that we peak, we'll peak at 300. That's what I'm hoping. But I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. Goody. And here comes again another drop, but the good news is, I mean, that push was really solid. We almost finished like all these hunting and gathering nodes out. I think our let's check the log production because I still really want to get that if possible. Okay, so we're at year 46, approaching year 50. So we want about 25,000 logs by this point. Let's see, logs. Ooh. We're actually really behind on that. Huh. I'm surprised. I'm surprised with that many foresters going that it would be such an issue. Like, you think, well, sometimes achievements are tough. I'm surprised though. You'd think that with that many going, I have a theory that honestly what you have to do is basically order them to clear cut a ton of forest at once. So I might do that, but I'm not going to do it unless we're getting close. 32 foresters going. Okay, let's double check all the food. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, we're getting there. I'd like to see our fuel stockpile like going up, and all these being full of like. I just need a way more woodcutters actually. So that's something I'm starting to think about because when we do hit that 300 mark, I want to put in the traders. We're gonna want like not only all of our homes to be in firewood, but like just a ton of firewood in general for trading. So I'm thinking like I'm not sure like how it almost seems like every 25 people you need to have a woodcutter. That's my guess. I should look up the numbers like what a woodcutter can produce if they aren't running out of any resources. Now this starvation dip has been worse than I thought it would be. Ooh, that's really gnarly. I wonder how that happened. 'Cause it looked like we were ahead of it. Well, let's drop down the foresters back to like 4. That's what's hurting our production is having to go and rob from the foresters. And the woodcutters down to like honestly 0. Well, no, I need wood. I need firewood. Let's leave it. Nope, 5. Froze to death. Oh dear. That's why all these deaths are happening. They're all freezing. Ooh, that's gnarly. In a way, okay, that drop's gonna be really bad. Let's look at this. Ouch. It looked like we were getting through the starvation, maybe. Well, what's our production like? Still gnarly. I think we need. Yeah, we lost some people working those jobs, so that might help out. Vendor down to 6. At this point, I kind of have to like bounce back and forth between what I'm actually devoting people to. I'm tempted to close the mine. I mean, we do need a little bit of iron coming in. Oh well, I leave the mine open. Come on, guys. I mean, with all this gathering, you'd think that they're an already. Wow. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to have people in the mines when we need food. Okay, we're getting ahead on it, but, you know, there's that kind of, like, momentum you have to overcome. I'd like to keep one builder up and running just to kind of get ahead on some of these things. I don't think he actually can, though. And it's gnarly. Ouch. Well, it looks like we're gonna lose a ton of people. Oh, the freezing to death did not help things. Yeah. It's kind of funny in a way with all the forestry nodes. You'd think I would never have to worry about freezing to death, but it's not true. I think one of the problems is I need like way more woodcutters. I also think I'm thinking like, you know, the forestry lodges just aren't. They don't seem to be producing quite enough. For whatever reason, and I'm not quite sure what that reason is. So, wow, that was a pretty steep drop, unfortunately. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, now we are ahead on food. I'm really worried about the firewood situation because we last winter got really look at that drop. It's not just starvation. A lot of that was freezing to death, and that we can't afford those kind of drops. So, not if we're going to make it by year 100 to 300 people. Yeah, what I'm thinking is like if it looks like we're getting a little bit close to the log production that we want over the first 100 years, I'm gonna have laborers cut all these kind of smaller bits, and also like any semi-efficient ones. Like, see how this doesn't have a full radius around the, you know, it feeds into the mountains. I'm gonna order those get chopped down, but I can't really do that until I make some progress on things. And I think in chopping them down, that'll really up our production. I'm tempted to actually get started on that because if we chop down a little bit, but not all of it, the forest can regrow from that. And, you know, like it'll be a pretty good, like, essentially right now, we can chop it once down, you know, and then never have it regrow, or we can chop a little bit, let it regrow, chop it down again after it grows back. So I'm gonna do that because I'd really like to unlock that achievement if possible. And this one over here, do that, and I'm also gonna order them to gravel up. Yeah, we're still going after stone and iron. I think it'd be nice to like have a whole bunch of laborers that can finish up these projects I queued up. I probably queued up too many, but you know, it's all good. Don't want people freezing to death. It looks like a lot of people. Yeah, people are going to freeze to death. We need woodcutters back, but we don't have the people to fill them. It's gonna be a cold winter, boys and girls. Very cold winter. Well, what's that line from Game of Thrones? It's like, I've seen winters where 200 feet of stone buried entire villages. Mothers strangled their babies in their cribs. Like, so they wouldn't have to live through such a thing. I don't know. Like, I like Game of Thrones a lot, but I definitely prefer the books over, especially like the last season. Don't get me started on that. I was so upset with like the whole what they did to Sansa. Like, Sansa's actually a character I really like, and I don't know. I get upset about that kind of stuff. I also think, like, honestly, like, they did it for shock value. I'm not going to say what they did because I don't want to spoil anything, but you know, it doesn't happen in the book like that. There's all kinds of issues with it, but now we should be really ahead on. We look here. Yeah, now we're in the climb again, but this time I'm hoping, like, with the climb, we get a lot more food saved up and we can actually make it to 300. If we can do that this time, that'd be amazing. I don't care about inventory. It looks like we're pretty far ahead on food right now, which is nice. We've actually nearly closed the gap on food used over food produced over the last 25 years. In fact, we produced more than we used. That's really encouraging. That indicates we're kind of getting caught up on things, but yeah, it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be tricky. How is our log production? Really, I'm shocked by how low that is. Like, honestly, completely shocked. I think that should be way higher, but maybe the way to earn that achievement is to, like, literally chop down everything at once. Because I imagine harvesting all of the trees on the map would give you, like, a huge amount of logs produced, like maybe even 50,000. So that might be a way to do it. You know, if we're getting, like, moderately close, I might just order, like, all my I might just, like, you know, like, essentially I'll order all these guys to, oh, let's unpause this. I do want to get more forestry going. I need to have, like, okay, stockpile logs is going up. Good, let's hire woodcutters and actually build more woodcutting huts. Where do I want to put these? I think I can squeeze one in here, and there's already a convenient little stockpile, so let's do it. I don't like how that stockpile is over the way it is, but I guess there's either, like, have it be nestled up against the mine or have it, you know, not. I also, let's see, let me double check. Let's get another fisherman. Yeah, and this map, it has some decent fishing spots, but I've seen maps with more than that, and picking a map with more fishing might have helped. But it's okay. It's all good. I'm tempted to get a fishing node in, actually. Outbreak of dysentery. Crap. That's really bad because we don't have a hospital built. That's gonna kill, like, that's gonna be nasty, and I really don't have the iron or stone to spare to build the hospital. So at this point, like, we're just gonna have to let the disease go. And, I mean, we're gonna get a lot of deaths from dysentery spread. I think the disease is actually spread at different rates, and I think dysentery, it's one of those ones that spreads pretty quickly and kills pretty quickly. So, look forward to that. Yeah, I definitely want to get more firewood going, because I need a big surplus of it. So, the chopper-rama. Okay. I mean, yeah, having a woodcutter next to the graveyard, whatever. That's fine. Now, if I put in, like, a space for a road, I think I can fit a house. Not quite. Oh, I can if I do that. kind of a long walk to leave the people, but I might do that. I kind of need more homes around the town center, actually. I'm just gonna have the road kind of like go up this way and then down. Well, maybe not down there, but like enough room for a house or another woodcutter maybe, and then down. I don't know. I might treat this as almost the edge of town for a while, and then rebuild it later. But we definitely need to get ahead on our wood cutting, and so I'm hopeful that. And see, this guy, you can use that there. Still some dysentery cases. Yeah, 14. We're gonna lose a bunch of people. Sucks. It's just like, hey, let's throw. It's because her health is so bad. Getting more foresters going wouldn't be a terrible idea. Let's hire some more builders, and hopefully the dysentery will run its course. It looks. I mean, we're gonna lose like half our population from that. It's gonna be pretty nasty. So, yeah, look forward to it. All because I didn't get a hospital built. Well, not much I can do about that, unfortunately. We're stuck in that whole situation where it's like, well, we need more people to get stuff done, but we don't have enough people to gather resources to get stuff. You know, it's just... it was an unlucky break, but it does look like the number might be going down. So... we're gonna lose. Maybe we won't lose nearly as much as I was worried about, but you know, it's gonna be a thing. Now, I don't know much about, like, one, the mechanism of disease spread, but also if your population can get immune to stuff over time. I think that they can, actually, which is kind of a cool development. I'm not 100% on that, but I don't know. It's something I need to actually look into. So, got one labor. Huzzah. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I'm gonna take a little break, and when we get back, you know, I think we'll have this built out, and we'll also get this one done. It does look like they're slowly but surely scooping up all the stuff I ordered them to gather, but we need more laborers on it. So that's what's going on with that. And I mean, I'm hopeful. Nomads. Let's check this out. So what is our food production? Food production is still fairly good. How many nomads? 12? I'm actually going to allow it. I think we can handle that many. And that will really help us with filling in. See, because we got gatherers huts that need filling in, and it won't be bad to actually get forestry up a bit. Let's do that. We'll pull up to 10. Not 10. Yeah, we'll do 8. Yeah, because there's some useful things, like if you have like food nodes that aren't getting filled, the nomads are more of a net gain than a net negative. So that was worth taking. Especially because, like, it looks like this is getting built now, so I think that was actually a pretty good call. Especially since we lost some population through the disease, so it does look like the disease has run its course, though. So, hooray! We're through that mess. And I'm hopeful. Like, honestly, I need to get an herbalist going too. For the longest time, I felt like there's been such a series of disasters. I didn't really want to have an herbalist to fill in position for, but if we got that, this health crisis would kind of be a little bit better. But I don't know. It's almost like health is a luxury at this point. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes. It's nice that it looks like they are kind of clear cutting these spots and making some progress on that. I'm going to end it on me putting in a little stockpile here before I forget. Anyway, I'll be back when I'm back. See you guys.